There's a lot of crazy people on Vine, or there were, because Vine is dead now.
Jet motherfucking Dent, president, Jet motherfucking Dent, president, Jet motherfucking Dent, president, Jet motherfucking Dent, president.
Hello Poppets, how's everybody doing today? Guess what shirt I have on? What does that tell you? It's crazy Viner time, but first, please follow me on Twitter at Jen to the Den, and also I will list all my other social media down below, so you are welcome to follow me on any of those platforms. Today's story is one that I've kept on the back burner because I really don't know this dude that much, but he sure did send Vine into a crazy vortex of weirdness one day. So, this guy called himself Miller Country. He was a truck driver, and I believe he drove trucks cross country, you know, like an 18-wheeler. It was summertime, and I was on vacation at Myrtle Beach with my ex-husband, my sister, and her husband, and I didn't really know this guy, like I said, but Vine was a big community, had a lot of people on it, but at the same time it was small. You know, not everybody in the world's on Vine. It's not like Facebook or anything like that. So that morning, someone had put on Miller Country's profile that it was just a video of a piece of paper that said, "We are sorry to inform you that Miller Country passed away last night in a," I believe it was a texting and driving accident. And so that spawned all sorts of people who got on soapboxes about texting and driving. And believe me, I'm not condoning texting and driving. Do I do it? Yes, I do. I try not to. I try to use the voice feature. Sometimes I text and drive. I don't do it that much. I'm rationalizing. I shouldn't text and drive at all. But that day, when this message went up that Miller Country had passed away from a texting and driving incident, I really do think that's what it was. If I'm speaking out of turn, I don't really care. All sorts of people started doing videos about texting and driving. And there was this one girl on Vine. Her name was Natasha. I can't remember what she called herself, but she was always, I mean, that girl, she Vined everything. She was another Bud. Bud videoed every aspect of his day. Any thought that entered his brain, he Vined it. I will link the videos I've done about Bud below. But this girl Natasha did the same thing. And a lot of times the stuff she would say was just like outlandish. It just really didn't make much sense. It was very clear that she was exaggerating and things like that. And then she disappeared from Vine, which, whatever, I didn't really talk to her that much. But she was one of the people that just kept going on and on about people texting and driving that day. And so, of course, the community of Vine was upset that someone had passed away. The people who usually talk to Miller Country were very upset. And the rest of us were just upset. I mean, how else do you feel when somebody passes away? Furthermore, somebody really had passed away that same week. And so there was a lot of talk about that going on Vine also. But later on that afternoon, lo and behold, Miller Country arose from the dead.
So speak life to the deadest, darkest night.
When he put that Vine up, I thought maybe someone was running his account, maybe someone was running his Vine and just put that up as like a tribute to him. And it was during that time that Yolanda Baker and I were working on the book Vine Stories. If you don't know about that, Yolanda Baker and I wrote 2 different books about the app Vine. We had people tell their stories and we compiled it into 2 books and we sold them, and they did pretty good. But Yolanda and I were working on the very first Vine book when this all was going down, and so she mentioned that day that she thought maybe we should include stories on Miller Country and on the other guy that passed away, because they had a lot of friends. Everybody that knew them was very upset. And so she and I started brainstorming on, like, let's watch his page and see who comments, and then we'll know who to contact, and they can talk about how they met him on Vine and like whatever. But it became evident very quickly that this bitch faked his death on Vine. And I'm not really sure like why anyone would do that, but he proceeded to spend the rest of the day telling us why he faked his own death. And basically, he felt that all of us spent too much time on the internet, and which is probably true, but he felt that we all spent too much time glorifying the popular people and not paying attention to the small people. So this dude faked his death. He was not apologetic about it at all. And he went on a tirade of about, I don't know, 3 hours worth of vines, which if you think about that, a vine is only 6 seconds a piece. So for him to have gone on for 3 and 4 hours, he was doing shitloads of vines. He was talking about forgiveness. He was talking about what's important in life. And most of all, he was talking about why he faked his death, because basically he was like Jesus. I'm not making this up. I wish I was. I wish my imagination was that good. But he began to basically preach to all of us that he had faked his own death and his own resurrection to teach us all a lesson about how to treat people and how to appreciate people when they're here, and how the fuck else, whatever else the fuck he was trying to teach us. And all sorts of people were chiming in about how fucked up it was. It was fucked up on so many levels because he upset all the people who were his friends. And also there was another guy who had literally just passed away, and so it was like he was making a mockery of that. And then this bitch was comparing himself to Jesus. So of course I said something to him like, you know, that was really fucked up. This is a community. These people all care about you. You upset them for like literally no reason whatsoever. You actually had me and Yolanda Baker contemplating including a story about you in a book that we're literally a month away from publishing. Like, what the fuck, dude? What is wrong with you? And guess who he zeroed in on for calling him out? That's right, Dent. I swear on that app, I could not do anything right. I could not ever join in on any fun. I could never join in on anything serious because it always came back to me. And I know why, because I'm just gonna say it, and I don't really care how this sounds. I had a good following on Vine. Most people knew who I was. And so if someone could pick a fight with me, or someone could say that I was attacking them for no reason, then they just got even more attention. When I tell you that Vine was a shit show, it really was. I missed the fun parts of Vine, but I have to say that life has been just a little bit easier since the app has been gone, because so many people did so many weird and twisted things on that app that I loved it for about a year, and then I was like, no, this shit is no good. So just to recap, this dude faked his death, came back to life, and thought he was Jesus on Vine.
But I forgot how simple-minded humans really are, and how petty you played. You did. Now move on, please.
I can't make that shit up. I swear to God I can't. And he stayed on there forever. He kept changing his name. And at one point he even sent me like private messages and didn't even remember who I was. He was just a really weird individual. Oh my God, here he is. Okay, I found him.
I really am one of the nicest guys you ever meet until you fuck me over. And some people just need punched in the face to knock the stupid out of them. I really am one of the nicest guys.
Maybe punch yourself in the face. That would be a good idea. Let's see. It says his Twitter is Miller Country 20. Oh yeah, he's on Twitter. He's a twisted trucker. He's an entrepreneur and an inventor. And he voted for Trump. So, what the fuck has he got posted on his page? Holy shit. The fuck? I wish I had never looked at this. Why do all bull dykes look the same? Alright, that's it. I'm signing off. Yeah, Jesus came back to Vine after faking his own death so that he could call people bull dykes on the internet, apparently. So anyway, guys, that was my quick crazy Viner story. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you so much. If you've been subscribed, please make sure that you still are, because YouTube is unsubscribing people like crazy. And I do videos every Tuesday and Saturday. So click the little bell icon down below so it will let you know next time I upload. And I will see you next time. I hope you have a great day. In the name of Miller Country, amen. Bye! Okay, do you remember who Miller Country was on Vine?
Okay, yes, I think I do. Isn't he the guy that faked his death?
Yes.
Yeah, but no, he's the one that faked his death and then came back and tried to make it out like it was no big deal.
No, he thought he was Jesus.
Wait, he thought he was Jesus?
Remember